This episode is sponsored by Capterra.
Hey guys, time for TechNewsDay, and it's the first week or second week of January, so it's CES time, baby.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Every January, the tech world descends upon Las Vegas, the city of sin, during the most miserable time of the year to actually be there, to give everyone a look at all the new and exciting things happening for consumer technology in the near future. It's time for CES 2019, baby.
Consumer Electronics Show. Sometimes those get lost in the translation there.
The Consumer Electronics Show has actually been around for a really long time. The first one was all the way back in 1967, probably showing off some shit that gave people cancer later on.
It's like the new World's Fair.
Yeah. For decades, it reigned as the North American tech convention, but starting in the 90s, it gradually started to lose its relevance. First, with the emergence of E3 becoming the premier electronic gaming convention, and then in more recent years as companies like Apple, Google, Microsoft, and Samsung have chosen to just unveil their own big tech products at their own self-contained events.
Yeah.
Skip it.
Yeah, it's more like a place where it's like the future of, if the magazine still existed, it's like a big Sky Mall.
It's the Sky Mall convention.
Yeah, there's a sharper image for everyone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, while lots of big name tech companies do still make appearances at CES, nobody's really making huge announcements there anymore. It turned into this kind of weird mix of big companies showing off next year's big, beautiful TVs and smaller companies showing off a lot of weird, stupid, impractical shit. A lot of it is like proof of concept ideas and that they're hoping that the bigger companies come in and buy.
A lot of them are nowadays just straight up like Indiegogo campaigns.
Yeah, so that's kind of what it is. It's also where the latest tech trends get ridiculously overhyped. When quadcopter drones first started getting popular, there were drones fucking everywhere.
The whole room just sounded like...
Yeah, also, by the way, update, the bigger airport in London got shut down today because of drones.
Briefly, though.
What the hell is happening, England? Anyways, after the drones thing at CES, later it was the same thing that happened with hoverboards.
Everywhere.
And VR. And smart home gadgets. For 2019, the consumer tech biz doesn't seem to have collectively latched onto one single product idea, but CES, it's still kind of the Sky Mall or sharper image or whatever of tech shows. So let's look at some of the dumb bullshit that's coming out of CES in 2019, and then we'll eventually get to the stuff that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, first off, the insane quest to make every home appliance smart has led to the company Kohler taking this idea to its logical conclusion with what they're calling an intelligent toilet.
If your dick hangs low, it'll automatically adjust the level of water.
No. Before you ask, no, it does not have sensors built in to adjust the toilet size and water level according to the size of your penis. It's the only smart toilet I'll accept.
Yeah.
It does, however, have Alexa built in, because fuck it. If you're gonna invite the FBI into your home, all for the convenience of not having to press buttons with your hands, you might as well also let the FBI into the room where you shit.
He hasn't shit in 3 days. This man might be dead.
And yes, Kohler, they did first unveil their ridiculous line of smart bathroom appliances at last year's CES, but this year they've really outdone themselves and ventured into territory that is almost indistinguishable from parody.
Kohler's Numi 2 intelligent toilet promises poopers a, quote, fully immersive experience, which is something I'm not really into, I guess.
No.
I mean, let's be fair. We both have bidets, because if you don't have one, what are you doing? Anyways, they're
but
fully...
be careful.
They're fully...
Once you do it,
you won't go back.
You won't go back.
Yeah. Their fully immersive experience is while you're sitting there pinching out a turd, you'll be able to yell at Alexa to adjust the toilet's built-in lighting, or play music out of the toilet's built-in speakers. Who designed this? Homer
Alexa,
Simpson?
play my poop playlist. I need that bass. Loosen up.
Loosen it up.
Loosen up my colon.
If you got a clinger, you're gonna have to play some dubstep. You can even tell the toilet to sync up the lighting with the music, like you're shitting in the middle of a rave.
Woo.
But if you really want that experience, just buy a porta potty for your house. Most hilariously, though, it appears based on promotional footage that you'll have to yell at Alexa to lift the toilet seat for you.
Alexa, I need to shit. Sorry, what was that? I gotta go.
Eat my shit, Alexa. Give me the poo-poo. On the more practical side, it's got a bidet and a seat warmer built in. Hey, that's nice. Mm-hmm. But again, you have to yell at Alexa to wash your ass if you want to use it.
Alexa,
clean my ass.
Clean my ass, Alexa.
It makes, yeah, I want to have like a Spotify playlist that's just sound effects going like.
Yeah.
Your shit tastes very good today, mister. Anyways, this is dumb. You know what? My dad told me 25, 30 years ago that he's like, the dumbest thing ever made was that TV VCR combo, because if one of those breaks, you got broken both of them.
It's true.
So if one thing on this breaks, I don't know. Call me skeptical, and I do own a bidet, but this seems like it's a bit much.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this piece of advanced toilet technology, it's going to run you $7,000 when it comes out later this year. So, by the way, if you want it in black instead of white, which I don't know why you would. Dark colored toilets always freak me the fuck out.
Me out.
Yeah.
Hard to see what's in it.
Yeah.
Or on it.
But
yeah, that'll cost you $8,000. But hey, it's like you're already spending, what's another $1,000 for a different paint job?
Yeah.
If you're willing to even entertain this idea.
Anyone who owns a black toilet does cocaine in their small bathroom.
On the seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. But hey, it's not just humans getting in the smart toilet game, getting that smart toilet Alexa Despacito treatment.
This is all our fault. We promote toilet stuff too much on this show.
We do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when they say you spend a third of your life on the toilet. Wait, no, I think they were talking about sleeping. Well, anyway, I don't know the math.
Yeah.
But so introducing the Lavvy Boy. A great name. It's a smart toilet for cats.
Wait, LavvieBot or LavvieBoy?
Oh, LavvieBot. I'm gonna call it the Lavvy Boy.
Either way works. Yeah.
LavvieBot.
Yeah, okay.
Or the Lavvy Boy when you're friends with it.
Yeah.
If you are sick of constantly having to clean up your cat's shit, well, guess what? You're in luck, you lazy piece of shit, because the LavvieBot cleans itself. Every time your cat jumps inside this bad boy to drop a deuce, as soon as it leaves, the LavvieBot gently and quietly rakes that doo-doo out of the kitty litter and into a separate compartment that only needs to be emptied once every week or so.
They've had this for 20 years.
Well, this one looks like a giant washing machine.
They've had this for so long, and guess what? It's been 20 years, and they still haven't been able to perfect this technology.
Yeah, well, they did it this time.
No, if your cat has diarrhea, it's gonna be all gross and stuff inside, and then it's all bad. It's all bad.
But hey, that's not all. LavvieBot also communicates with a smartphone app. It's connected, and it lets you keep track of your cat's weight. And it'll send you notifications every time your cat takes a shit.
Your cat's chunky as hell.
Attention, alert.
Alert, your cat is fat.
Yeah, we did it. Anyways, LavvieBot is going on sale on Indiegogo later this year for $379, which is, might seem like a lot, but it's barely any money compared to the $7,000 that you just spent on a toilet that plays Despacito.
I mean, you should be able to probably hook up a Bluetooth speaker to your cat's box there and then play some bird noises so it goes in there, and
yeah,
it's smart.
Yeah.
Use our ideas, it's fine. Now, speaking of laziness, for people who hate doing the laundry, congrats. For the low, low price of 980 American dollars, you'll soon be able to purchase the Foldimate, a giant Xerox machine-sized device that folds your shirts and pants for you. Just insert your clothes into Foldimate's big, hungry mouth, and he sucks them up and shits them down below, just perfectly folded. Finally we did it. Upon initially looking at this thing, we assumed it would be marketed at clothing retailers, but no, this is clearly marketing. It's being marketed for your home, which doesn't make sense. Now, as with so many CES products, Foldimate has provided a big, expensive, high-tech solution to a problem that we weren't really aware existed. Thanks, Foldimate. Do people not put shirts on hangers?
I mean, like, t-shirts?
Yeah.
I used to do that. For several years, I had an all-hanger system going. Yeah. I just got tired of it.
No, I still use it. I mean, I put some stuff in the dresser as well if I'm not going to wear it as frequently, but...
Yeah, this thing's, I mean, I guess if you got like 8 kids, maybe?
That's probably what it's good for.
It's a labor-saving device. Labor-saving device for the mother at home.
They make a lot of products look too friendly these days. Don't make this look too friendly. Your kids will go crawling into it.
Yeah, it does look dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, what it's doing to that shirt, it's going to do to your little boy's arm.
Yeah. Be careful.
Yeah.
Foldimate, not your mate.
Foldy enemy.
Yeah. Be careful around this thing.
Here's one that's actually pretty cool, if it works as advertised. But it still looks stupid as hell regardless. It's the $125 YBrush.
I saw this and it looks interesting.
I'm intrigued, yeah. So brushing your teeth is pretty damn important, and apparently no one actually does it right. So the last few years have seen all sorts of smart toothbrushes that aim to fix this serious problem. The YBrush goes one step beyond, though, by just completely reinventing what a toothbrush is. Their solution is a weird vibrating mouthguard thing that just brushes all your teeth at once and only takes 10 seconds for a full cleaning. Yeah. Which it sounds like it could just be made up bullshit, but they're actually putting this thing through clinical trials despite not even being required to do so. So maybe this thing is the future of brushing your teeth. I like the idea of it.
Just, all right, done.
If it works as advertised, I would actually probably get this because I fucking, like, brushing your teeth, I'm always just like, am I getting the right spots?
I actually just got one of those, this is not advertising, but I did get one of those quips recently for travel because it comes with a little travel case.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good.
And I ended up using it as my main toothbrush instead of my old powered one. So it actually is great. It has a little timer on it, tells you when to switch. And but they haven't sponsored us yet, so I'm not going to say it's good enough to buy. Waiting on that.
In fact, don't buy it until
we get a sponsorship. Anyways, with all that weird shit out of the way, let's check in on the more typical sides of CES, starting with the ongoing TV arms race. Now, much like the actual defense industry arms race, at this point, the big TV manufacturers are just showing off their TV equivalents of stuff like the F-35 fighter jet. Absurdly expensive, over-engineered, and wildly impractical. At a time when you can pick up a perfectly good 4K TV for just a few $100 and not see any pixelation unless you put your face directly against the screen, the TV arms race has turned into essentially a dick measuring contest between big manufacturers.
Yeah, so Samsung showed off a 98-inch 8K QLED TV that will likely cost at least $15,000 if it ever even gets released. Sony showed off a 98-inch 8K LCD TV that'll also be stupidly expensive. LG showed off an 88-inch 8K OLED, and just pretty much everyone else also showed off gigantic 8K TVs in the 80 to 100-inch range. Keep in mind, though, 8K is 4 times the resolution of 4K, which is a resolution that's already basically undetectable to the human eye.
We still refuse to shoot in it. It would take uploads and editing forever.
Yeah. Also, there's barely any 8K footage even out there to play natively on one of these TVs. It's mostly just like demo footage.
You're just gonna have to wait for Planet Earth 4.
Yeah. But even like I watched a little Planet Earth in 4K recently, and I was like,
looks great.
How could this be any better? Look, they are admittedly, the 8K ones are pretty cool to look at in person. You see the demo, you're like, wow.
Wow, that's something.
Wow, I can put my face right up against this and I can see everything. But it's hard to imagine 8K ever being something that they'll be able to actually market to consumers when 4K is already so damn good.
It's gonna take years.
At this point, it's really all about color, brightness, and dynamic range if you want to make TVs look better in any way that's actually like noticeable to the human eye. So maybe just focus on that.
I bet that Spider-Man verse will look good in it though.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're probably right.
Now also in TVs, GE made a 27-inch touchscreen Android-powered TV that installs in your kitchen above your GE stove. So now, for $1,300, you can video chat and watch Netflix while you cook. Why wouldn't they just, at least...
See, here's a trick. You gotta...
Make the front of a microwave a TV. That's easier.
That seems like something you probably go.
It's already got radiation going in it.
Yeah. Just if you own a fucking tablet, you probably do.
Yeah.
Fucking get a stand or just get some put some Velcro on it. Boom.
Yeah, done.
And that one's not stuck in your kitchen. You can take it anywhere.
Yeah, it's yours to keep. Anyways, in the related category of gaming monitors, which are just TVs that go real fast, companies introduced similarly ridiculous new products. Last year, NVIDIA revealed that they were working with manufacturers on what they were calling big format gaming displays. And this year, HP showed off the first of the bunch, the Omen X Imperium, a 65-inch 4K HDR display with G-Sync and a 144 Hz refresh rate, also a built-in soundbar. Another thing that sounds like it was designed by Homer Simpson. And just way too fucking big.
It's very big.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you like PC gaming on the couch?
I guess.
I mean...
But who does? Any real person playing PC games is sitting upright.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Anyways, no one's gonna buy it because it costs $5,000. Maybe like Summit MG or that Ninja guy.
Yeah, but even then, it's like...
Dr. Disrespect gonna buy one?
I'm nearsighted, so like the idea of this is just completely unappealing to me. It's like the optimum distance is like arm's length.
24, 27 inches, perfect for being able to see everything on the screen.
I have a 27-inch monitor.
How would you even play competitive games on this?
I don't know. You'd have to you'd be jerking your head back.
The hitboxes are huge. You'll be able to see people real easy.
Yeah. Anyway, start making more money, gamers.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Capterra. It's 2019. Are you still doing things the old way at work? New year, new you, right? So start the year off right by replacing that software that causes you angst and agony every day. You know the one. You can find software you love that fits your business's needs using Capterra.com. Capterra is the leading free online resource to help you find the best software solution for your business. With over 700,000 reviews of products from real software users, discover everything you need to make an informed decision. Search more than 700 specific categories of software, everything from software management to email marketing to yoga studio management software. No matter what kind of software your business needs, Capterra makes it easy to discover the right solution, fast. Join the millions of people who use Capterra each month to find the right tools for their business. Visit Capterra.com/Newsday for free today to find the right tools to make 2019 the year for your business. Capterra.com/Newsday. That's CAPTERRA.com/Newsday. Capterra.com/Newsday. In some pretty cool NVIDIA news, they also announced that they're expanding their G-Sync certification. That's the thing that allows monitors and GPUs to sync up to eliminate screen tearing and artifacts. They're expanding that to also include a bunch of monitors that are certified for FreeSync, which is the equivalent certification for their competitor AMD. What this means is basically that you'll soon have a little bit more freedom when shopping for a monitor that can sync up with your NVIDIA GPU, which is good because G-Sync monitors are often much more expensive. I know mine was.
I love my monitor. I think it was an Asus.
I got a Dell G-Sync one. It's good. I like it.
I was very surprised at how much the leap to 144 was.
Oh,
especially
yeah.
on a game like Overwatch or something like that. It was just it's very, very noticeable.
Yeah.
I got those special eyes.
Over at Asus this year, they announced a bunch of huge new gaming displays. This is the thing now. Whoa, you're playing on a 27-inch?
Dumb.
Fucking scrub.
It's so fucking dumb. I hate this so much. I do. It's a pointless product and no one wants it. Prove me wrong.
They will. The most ridiculous one of Asus's new lineup, though, is the XG49VQ, which is basically the equivalent of two side-by-side 27-inch 1080p monitors contained in one stupidly wide display. It has a 32:9 aspect ratio and a resolution of 3840 by 1080. It looks ridiculous. But hey, boys, we gaming wide in 2019.
If you're really into car games or something, this is probably cool.
But most games aren't even fucking compatible with these things. You just get black bars. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't fucking get it.
Yeah. It just the idea of if you're I don't know, playing Fortnite or something and having to physically turn your head to see something.
That's why that chair's got a swivel.
Yeah. Asus also debuted one of their most ridiculous products ever, the Mothership, a 17-inch convertible gaming laptop that answers the question of what a Microsoft Surface would look like if it was designed to play the latest games at ultra settings. In other words, it looks pretty damn absurd. It's actually somewhat practical as well, though. For one thing, the keyboard detaches, allowing you to push the monitor a little further away from your face than you could with a normal gaming laptop. Also, apparently the heat vents, they work a lot better, a lot more efficiently. They have the guts of the computer sitting up vertically.
Yeah, everything's contained in the monitor side, so it vents better.
This thing weighs over 10 pounds though, and it's going to cost several $1,000s. But hey, if you got a game on the go, you got a game on the go.
Yeah,
spare no expense. I always remember I can't remember which gaming laptop we were given to play around with, but I remember the most disappointing thing I ever found out about it was it played games pretty well. But I tried to use the webcam, and the webcam was it was 20 frames per second, 640 by...
Yeah, these gaming laptops...
Why skimp on that?
They all make sacrifices in sometimes very strange weird ways.
Yes.
But got a game on the go. Meanwhile, over at Acer...
Not to be confused.
They also announced their own hideous twist on gaming laptop design with the $4,000 Predator Triton 9000.
900.
900. Well, might as well. I'm going to just add as many zeros as you want.
The Predator Boy.
Because this is a 17-inch convertible laptop that lets you flip the screen over to use it as a 4K touchscreen tablet. Because fuck it.
I want to be able to play Battlefield V on max settings and then get down on my graphic design degree afterwards.
Yeah. Like the Asus mothership, great names. Right here.
Fantastic names.
This one also features an RTX 2080 GPU and can pretty much handle anything you throw at it. And it does it on the go, baby. Another thing I love about these beefy gaming laptops now is they each require like 2 power outlets to power them.
Jesus Christ. Well, the good news is if you take it down to the coffee shop, you can keep your coffee warm by putting it right by the vent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But heat up a little muffin while you're gaming. Good.
But hey, let's go check in with Razer, the absolute kings of hideous gamer aesthetics.
Hey, they haven't gone out of business because of that phone yet?
No, they're diversified into all the rainbow colors. In their never-ending quest to make your gaming setup look like a Skittles commercial, they have announced their first standalone gaming monitor, the Razer Raptor, which of course features a bunch of rainbow LED lights to sync up with all your other bullshit.
And can slice you like a pig.
Now this monitor is, to be fair, a pretty great looking monitor, and we're not just talking about the typical 1440p, 144 hertz, 1 millisecond response specs. It's actually a good looking piece of hardware. It's got a really good cable management solution in the back where like all of the ports in the back come with these like really thin cables that can just hang behind your desk, so you don't have to like reach around it every time you want to disconnect something.
You know what I need? I need that folding robot, but for all my cable management.
Yeah.
It just needs to like have a bunch of little wheels on it and just be able to do it once a day.
Yeah.
There we go.
CES 2020, look out.
Razer also announced that now that they've added RGB lighting to everything on your desk, their next quest will be something called HyperSense. Basically, HyperSense is a new ecosystem for syncing up a bunch of force feedback devices like mice, keyboard, wrist rests, headphones, and chairs, so that when you get shot in game, all your gaming peripherals let you fucking know about it. Cool. Like, does it get red when you're like getting too close to someone?
I just love it like a fucking chair.
Another thing that was
everyone's been trying to push this shit for 25 years. I remember going to
they had a rocker chair.
I went to fucking Circuit City in like 1993, and they're like, try it out.
It's
like,
just,
I hate it.
It's a subwoofer built into a chair.
Yeah, this sucks.
Yeah, you can feel the punches in Mortal Kombat 2. Isn't it wild?
Why would I want that?
Nobody wants it. Anyways, Razer says that HyperSense will be able to work with just about any game by somehow detecting when to rumble, but they'll also be working with game developers to add functionality directly into these games, as if developers had any more time on their hands. Sure,
oh, good.
Let me drop everything and fucking work on blasting a rainbow out of the screen. Gotta make those deadlines, though.
Yeah.
Gotta do it. Anyways, gamers, let's get ready to rumble, because we all know what would have saved Fallout 76. Your whole gaming system turning red and shaking you to death whenever a fucking creature bites you.
Ooh, yeah, there's a fucking...
The game might be broke as hell, but at least I'm having fun.
I can hear the footsteps of the big fucking lizard thing. What are they called?
Death claws?
Death claws.
Yeah.
I should remember that, but I've blocked everything out.
Well, my whole system turns green when I get radiated.
In other CES news, HTC's got a new Vive coming at some point, and that's all we know.
Cool.
It's called the Vive Cosmos. It appears to feature inside-out tracking, which would eliminate the need for external sensors, and it would improve motion tracking. And it also features new brightly lit controllers, but that's all we can really gather from it, because that's all we can see. Yeah. HTC also debuted the Vive Pro Eye, which is just a Vive Pro with added eye tracking, which apparently improves performance. That's cool, but this is now the third iteration of the Vive. And none of them have really been game changers, especially considering how niche of a product the Vive already is.
Yeah, so. I mean, to their credit, Sony has actually done quite well with the PlayStation VR. It's selling really well, and games are still actively coming out for it. So hopefully this is just more tech than Sony could potentially put in their next version.
The inside-out tracking is good.
Yeah.
All these companies should have fucking waited until they figured that shit out, because the sensors is the worst thing about all this stuff.
No, Sony does it nice. You get a little bar, the Sony Eye thing, and it has lights all over the front of the thing that tracks it.
Yeah.
Anyways, finally, at the end of the CES news, fake meat company Impossible chose CES to debut the Impossible Burger 2.0, which, according to most of the outlets who got to taste test it on the show floor, is an even more convincing and delicious beef substitute than the original Impossible Burger that became wildly available last year. And hey, if you've ever managed to never hear about it, The Impossible Burger seeks to do the impossible. It provides a plant-based alternative to ground beef patties that actually taste like the real thing. And amazingly, they've sort of managed to do that. They basically reverse engineered not only what's in ground beef, but also what makes ground beef taste good to humans.
Yeah, I was impressed.
I was very impressed. They sold it at Fatburger of all places, and it tasted good.
When it first, like the initial rollout, it was like super expensive, and I was like, why would anyone pay $17 for?
It's like $8 now. At
yeah,
Fatburger.
now it's like the same price, and it's especially in a burger.
Yeah, when you have like lettuce, tomatoes, some sauce in there, you would never know.
Yeah. Well, the first Impossible Burger, while pretty good, wasn't quite convincing enough to actually fool anyone into thinking it was real beef, but version 2.0 has apparently improved on that quite a bit, with some saying that it is indistinguishable from a real beef burger.
I'll say if you gave it to someone at like a barbecue or something like that, like a cookout with friends. You didn't
tell them,
because everyone's burgers taste like shit.
Yeah, no one would be like, wait, what's this?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So anyway, 2.0 is going to be showing up on restaurant menus in a few months, and they will finally be available in grocery stores by the end of the year, which is awesome. You can make casseroles, meatballs.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, some bolognese.
Yeah. This is a good thing, not just for vegans. The beef industry uses just insane, obscene amount of resources. It's not very good for the environment. So if this kind of thing can catch on, that's a good step forward. Eventually, probably going to become a necessary step forward.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like if it tastes just as good, go for the one that didn't have to kill a cow and waste hundreds, if not thousands, of gallons per cow to eat.
No, a cow drinks 100 gallons of water a day.
Dang,
that's a lot.
But the almonds. Anyways, there was a lot of non-CES tech news this week that we don't have much time for, but we can rush through it. A lot of it's scary. A new article from Motherboard this week was about how one of their journalists paid a bounty hunter $300 to locate a colleague's phone just by using the phone number, and quickly received a very detailed answer showing exactly where the phone was. Meaning for just a few $100, you could find out the location of basically anyone as long as you know their phone number.
Oh, cool.
The root cause of why this is even possible is because the big telecoms happily sell your location information to third parties, who then sell that to third parties, who then sell that to third parties, with little to no oversight on whether anyone in that chain is following the actual terms of service for how this info is supposed to be handled. So that's not fun.
Basically, much like that story that we covered a few weeks back about apps constantly tracking you throughout the day and then selling that information to third parties, anyone with enough time and energy could easily figure out exactly where you are right this second, as long as your location services are turned on. And there's not really anything illegal about it either.
Yeah, seems like there should be.
Probably.
There ought to be a law.
But hey, we already got too many regulations.
I know.
Right?
We need to deregulate it more.
So yeah, that's fun. The specifics of how this particular thing works are kind of complicated and hard to explain, but if you want to know more, you should definitely read that Motherboard article because it's very unsettling. It's one of those things, it's like you assume it's probably going on, but
you just don't want to think about it.
Reading about the specifics of exactly how it does, you're just like,
how easy it can be.
Fucked up, yeah.
But speaking of how we have no privacy, Wikileaks is in the news this week after sending various journalists a confidential, quote-unquote, list of false and defamatory things not to write about them or Julian Assange, which was, of course, immediately published because fuck you, WikiLeaks. Hypocrites. The list of things not to say about Julian Assange is long and hilarious. So let's take a look at a few things that you're not allowed to say about them.
Julian Assange does not bleach his hair.
Julian Assange does not stink.
Julian Assange is not a communist.
Julian Assange does not, nor has he ever, lived in a basement, a cupboard, or under the stairs.
Julian Assange does not torture animals.
And then, of course, lots of insistence that Julian Assange is not a pawn of the Russian government, because why would anyone ever think that?
What are you talking about, guys?
Yeah, anyways, when journalists started posting the memo that WikiLeaks told them not to post, WikiLeaks then immediately released the memo themselves via Twitter, except not really, because the one that they released was missing most of the hilarious and ridiculous bits from the real version. So stay cool, WikiLeaks.
Wow, yeah. Real cool group you got going. Anyways, in one final piece of news, AT&T users were delighted to see, after a recent software update to their phones, that they were now utilizing the next-gen, lightning-fast 5G data network.
Take that, every other service provider, you lazy, worthless pieces of shit.
AT&T out here implementing new tech for their customers. Yeah, except, AT&T just flat out lied.
Wait, Elliot, we can't talk about AT&T. They own the company that we were, oh wait, no. We left Machinima.
Oh, good.
Let's talk shit about AT&T.
Yeah, fuck you, AT&T. So the display on these AT&T phones actually said 5GE. But the E was very small and
Does the
tiny
E stand for exaggerated?
I think it stands for like evolution or something. It turns out 5GE is literally just a made-up name that AT&T uses for its 4G network. Some would say intentionally misleading.
Oh, yeah, you think?
So yeah, very cool, AT&T. In response, pretty much all the other major carriers, they never once to miss out on an opportunity to dunk on their competitors. They all issued statements criticizing AT&T for lying and misleading customers about what 5G even is.
Yeah.
And T-Mobile tweeted out a video of someone just putting a piece of tape on the top of their phone saying 9G.
We beat 'em.
Like, it's that easy, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got them.
So that's fun.
Yeah. Well, we don't work for AT&T now, but the way things are going, there's no way we won't work for them someday in the future. So sorry, AT&T.
My bad.
Yeah, they own every fucking company.
They do.
It's crazy.
They do. We need to break up AT&T.
They're gonna buy this fucking building and make us say nice things.
They're probably gonna put our phone numbers into some fucking bounty hunter app and they're gonna track us down and kill us.
Now they're just gonna buy everything that we own.
Yeah.
They're gonna call my landlord and be like, you know what? Can we have this apartment? We'll give you $11 billion because numbers don't matter to AT&T.
Doesn't matter.
5G, 4G, who gives a shit?
AT&T buys entire companies just to shut them down 2 weeks later. And it's like, hey,
yeah.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
I just like ruining things.
You ever just want to go? It's like the reason that those smash houses exist. Like you want to just go smash a TV, you can do it. AT&T does that on a huge level.
Yeah. Someone at AT&T is just like, man, I haven't laid off an entire company of millennials recently. Let's go buy up. Who owns Super Deluxe? These people are having too much fun.
Yeah.
All right.
If AT&T wants to buy us out and shut us down, I mean, there's a price. There's a price.
Call us.
Give us a call on our 5G phones. Fuck you. Watch our episode from yesterday where we dig down into that whole weird-ass fucking Ellie story about Overwatch and all that bullshit. And then watch the latest episode of Idiots Watching Anime where we watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And if you've seen the show, you already know that it's fucking weird, so enjoy us being creeped out by it.
I still don't get it.
Bye.
Bye.